Alright, so we gonna do a little.
I'm turning to a Jordan nigga.
We gonna do a little awards shit. Just off our favorite shit from the year or whatever like that shit that we would like. Just show some love and respect to the culture. This nigga's talking in the fuck while we doing this shit.
Yeah, we doing this shit, bro.
Not bad though. That's what it is, nigga. We ain't in the streets. We in the streets. What's wrong with this nigga?
Check that nigga, Mo.
If you gonna be a Jordan nigga, get one pair and run that one pair. None of that 1-8-5. Rock it. Run it.
Running.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't yourself right now. Hit the cup. Hit the cup on some Snickers shit.
So basically, alright.
You got yourself if you don't shit.
Alright, just you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me turn this shit down a little bit.
Mute that shit down.
I do this shit all the time.
Mute that shit. I don't hear it, right?
Nah, it's cool. You think it's too loud still?
I think it's probably better to be muted, to be honest.
Muted?
Too much faster then.
Because there's more sound on your side.
Copy.
You want to close the window? No, the window be.
Oh yeah, maybe the fan, probably.
Yeah, turn it off then. I need to be an executive producer or something.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Alright. Quiet. Alright.
We ain't asked for.
Alright, so we basically about to do like a little awards or always home shit. Just recap 2017, like just name our favorite shits, like, you know, just showing love. I mean, it don't really mean much to y'all, but it mean much to us, you know, shit that we fucked with throughout the year. Hopefully y'all fuck the same shit too. If not, we're gonna push you on to some shit that we've been rocking with for the past year or so, whatever. Honestly, anybody trying to do vlogs, you need to watch Day to Day. Day to Day, honestly, is probably the best hip hop vlog of all hip hop vlogs in the history of vlogs. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Currency got the second best vlog, or they running neck and neck with Raps and Lowriders. I'm not some old school car nigga, but watching Raps and Lowriders, I'm some old school car nigga to an extent, because it's just so fire just to see the visuals and how, you know, Currency kick it with his people, and people that he necessarily don't even fuck with like that, but they all in the Lowriders and they get together, had their little meets, you know, and they play some fire old school music that niggas honestly sampling their music, which is fire.
It ain't no coincidence those are the best, but those also the most consistent ones.
But I think that's kind of what
niggas
makes
do
them
vlogs for no reason. Like other niggas doing vlogs for the press or whatever. Them niggas just do vlogs because that's what the fuck they want. They drop vlogs like a nigga might drop a mixtape or some shit. Right. I might even edge the day-to-days with Raps and Lowriders. Raps and Lowriders might edge the day-to-days. Just because Riz ain't been as... But this year was... One year he went crazy with the day-to-days.
Last year.
It might have been last year.
It really might have just been the beginning of this year. Because I want to say day-to-day might have just started falling off fairly recently.
Gates had like the Gates in Hawaii vlogs. Inside the Grind vlog, like all them vlogs he did this year was fire.
Yeah, so Casey Neistat wanted to vlog, and I still watch him heavy, and I think Ace Family's doing good with the vlogs.
Ace Family just got an interview with the Cruise Show.
Yeah, they doing it big.
I don't want to put a stamp and say this is the best, like there's nothing better than this, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's all really opinion. All I'm saying is like the ones that we fuck with as always home, that we fuck when we watch and we feel if you don't watch you should. I'm saying projects because we're gonna pick more than one. There's too much shit that drops for us to just say one, and I hate when award shows just give one award when it's clearly deserving to multiple people. So I'm gonna run down the list that we got. I know we left some shit off, but there's way too much music to name everybody. Kind of vote and pick our top three, and then we're gonna say honorable mention. I already know honorable mention for me, but it's not even on the list. Almost anything Currency dropped this year. We got Culture by Migos. We got Young Dolph, Gelato, Future, Hendrix. We got Lil Durk, Love Songs for the Streets. Rick Ross, Rather You Than Me. Drake, More Life. T Grizzly, My Moment. Kendrick Lamar, Damn. Playboy Cardi. XXS Tentacion, 17. 2 Chainz, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. Young Thug, Beautiful Thugger Girls. Jay-Z, 444. 21 Savage, It's an Album. Dolph, Bulletproof. French Montana, Jungle Rules. Meek Mill, Wins and Losses. G Herbo, Humble Beast. Kevin Gates, By Any Means 2. Belly, Mumble Rap. Wiz, Khalifa, Laugh Now, Fly Later. Taha the Prince, No Dope on Sunday. Sundays, Kodak Black, Project Baby 2, Davies Karma, Lil Baby Too Hard, Mozzie One Up Top Op, Filthy Rich, Sem God, Moneybag Yo, Federal 3, and NBA Youngboy 38. Alright, so I know it's a long ass list. I know none of us remember everything I just said.
Because we kind of already got it in our mind what we think is the best of the year.
Yeah, you know, so basically, let's just, out of whatever you're thinking in your head right now, what do you think, what would you say is one of your favorite projects of the year?
You gotta add Rather You Than Me.
When I say project, it's not just album, it's album, mixtape, whatever, because to me it's all the same shit at this point.
Getting ready to probably say Culture.
Culture this year, like, that shit had everybody stuck for a second. Migos is so relevant right now, like, it's hard to even think, like, them not being relevant. But Culture really was the starting point of that. What about Wins and Losses?
Yeah, I was just about to say, Wins and Losses, I think was a staple project for me. I think it was a great follow-up to DC4.
But when niggas is like, oh, what's the difference between the album and the mixtape? This is the difference. The heavy niggas drop albums. They don't drop tapes. Regardless of what they might want to tell you.
Yeah.
We know Pretty Girls Up Trap Music is an album.
Right.
We know Damn is an album. We know 444 is an album.
Migos, Rick Ross, and Meek Mill are big names, but we're not giving this shit to fucking Kendrick. We're not giving this shit to Hov. We're not giving this shit to people that are gonna get a Grammy for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because pop culture knows that shit. We doing this shit for the culture, not pop culture. The fact that we mentioning Project Baby or NBA Youngboy, just because we mention it, we know y'all listen to that shit, and if you don't, you should, because it's quality music. Don't let anybody tell you it's different.
I will give it to 2 Chainz only because Kevin Gates is locked up and his wife situated this album. We got a pussy ass list. I ain't gonna lie, we got a pussy ass list.
So you put a list together then.
We got Ross, we got Meek, we got Chainz, we got Future, we got all A1 niggas.
Bro.
I ain't saying it in a bad way, the A1 niggas showed up. But do you see how it can be, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're trying
to say. We got all commercial A1 niggas.
So why you voted on them then? You should have said somebody else.
Or, alright, why don't we make a separate list then?
That's
not
too
a
much.
separate list. That's not gonna make it. To me, the separate list, like you said, it's just, this is gonna be too much.
But then how we gonna categorize other guys? Oh, this is the low tier guy.
Yeah,
I ain't disrespecting none of my niggas.
I think like we said,
this is how these other niggas.
Like we said it before. I know a lot of people haven't heard the Saha shit. Do your eardrums a favor. Saha shit is fire. Reel it back. So I'm saying between mumble rap and Saha the Prince. Y'all have any other ones you want to try to like debate it out real quick?
My last shot, I'm giving it to Lil Durk 2.5. Bang with the Steeler at the buzzer. Do what you do.
If you haven't listened to any of Durk's projects, Durk dropped at least 3-4 projects this year, maybe 3 or 4 projects this year. Durk dropped.
Yeah.
So
no, I think it was like 7.
7? Shit. So I missed a lot. Belly Mumble Rap and Lil Durk 2.5 as the best project of 2017. So now we're gonna do collab projects of the year. Collabs: Future and Young Thug, Super Slimy. 21 Savage, Offset, and Metro Boomin, Without Warning. Nav and Metro Boomin, Perfect Timing. Kodak Black and Plies, FEMA. Quavo, Travis Scott, Huncho Jack, T Grizzly and Lil Durk, Blooders. Big Sean and Metro Boomin, Double or Nothing. Bino and Nipsey Hussle, No Pressure. Courtesy of $500,000, which is Hit Boy and Dom Kennedy. Moneybag Yo and NBA Youngboy, Fed Babies. And then we got Mozzie and Gunplay, Headshots, and Dreadlocks. So we came up, we said $500,000, Super Slimy, Blooders, T Grizzly and Durk, Blooders. I think we all kind of agreed on the Huncho Jack. We haven't heard it enough.
It's a little fresh.
And it's so new because we've been recording, this is Christmas night or the day afterwards, whatever, it just dropped. But from what we all heard,
it sound good.
What we all heard, from what we heard from a little bit that we did play, it sounds phenomenal. Bino and Nipsey, for me, is an honorable mention.
Fed Babies.
Fed Babies, that's Moneybag Yo and NBA. And then the big disappointment for all of us, at least for me and Pops, was Metro and Big Sean, Double or Nothing. I'm a Big Sean fan, and he dropped the ball like he's been doing as of late.
What's the name? What's the name of him drop the ball? But if that would have made it, baby, I would have.
Get a package.
Get a bag.
Keep going. Let's get it.
Alright. So this category we're gonna do is Rookie of the Year, and as we were talking about it, we kind of took it from Rookie of the Year to just artists to look out for. So So it's new artists to look out for, basically. I mean, these are people you all heard of, I'm sure, but just want to tap into. So we got Cardi B, Russ, T Grizzly, Moneybagg Yo, Lil Pump, and Lil Baby. I personally fuck with T Grizzly. He kind of had the streets and kind of crossed over to mainstream. And Cardi B, she said it herself, you know, dropped 2 mixtapes in 6 months. What bitch is working hard as her. Flaming hot right now, you know, if you haven't heard any, I mean, I personally have only listened to some of her projects, but I have a weird thing with listening to female rappers, as sexy as that sounds, a little crazy. It's just me, but I have listened to enough of music to know that she's doing work. Yeah, if you haven't listened to a Cardi B verse, let alone a project, whatever it is, I don't know what hole you're living under. Same with Moneybagg Yo and Lil Baby. Lil Pump, I'm not really into Lil Pump, but that Gucci Gang record is everywhere, and I know he's everywhere, and a lot of people really fuck with him, so he's moving, and just somebody you should really look out for.
I think XXX had a wild year too.
Triple X, yeah, that's what I forgot about. Triple X, that 17 album was, I think it was 17, was fire. So yeah, so those are the artists to look out for / rookies of the year. Alright, so this one right now is most valuable artist. So with this, for the artists we picked, the stipulation we made so to pick from to kind of narrow it down was they had to drop at least 2 projects this year. So who we have right now, we got Future, Mozzie, Filthy Rich, Meek Mill, Lil Durk, Currency, Cardi B, Migos, Yo Gotti. But I think having this stipulation, because it's like obviously you're gonna put most valuable artists of the year, it's gonna be the top name people, which again we're not trying to name the top name people really. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously people gonna say, "Oh, Kendrick's the most valuable person." You know what I'm saying?
And
it's gonna be the same people every.
Why y'all ain't bringing Eminem? He dropped the album. It was trash.
Because nobody here listened to it.
Was it trash?
I don't know. I never listened to it.
You think it was trash?
I think, like I said before with the music, it's so much music and so many artists. It's cool. This is enough to kind of give it to all of them in a sense because they all contribute to something crazy. Future dropped an album back to back and they both went #1. It hasn't been done since DMX. Mozzie, Running the Streets Crazy. You know, solid projects left and right, collab projects left and right. He's just working his ass off. Filthy Rich, same exact thing could be said of Filthy Rich. He's everywhere. Meek Mill took on arguably the hottest name in the game, and he's still here. You know what I'm saying? And really, we already know how I feel about Drake and the whole Meek thing. So that goes without being said. Lil Durk.
Meek Mill dropped 2 projects. I'm just trying to ask.
Meek and Musics. Migos, you're right. They only dropped 1 album this year, so we might have to scratch Migos.
If you bring up their contribution to that QC album, it's damn near album.
True, very true. All right, so they had a lot of records on that Quality Control. Yeah, they had a lot of records on that Quality Control. They had enough records that I guess we consider Quality Control shit a Migos album. Honestly, it's featuring other niggas on Quality Control, so that's 2 by. That's cool. Yo Gotti, we left Yo Gotti off 2 other lists before. Our apologies. We all of us here fuck with Gotti. I think that's it. I think that's our rundown for most valuable artists. If y'all have anybody else y'all feel that should have been most valuable, again, they had to at least drop 2 projects this year. So I think that's all the categories we had. Let us know what you think. You know what I'm saying? We'll try and do this every year, or maybe every 6 months might be a little bit easier. Just because so much stuff drops.
Let us know what we messed up on. Y'all good at that. It wasn't enough more life for Matt. That nigga Matt gonna be in the comments talking about why we left Drake off with so much stuff and more.
Because Drake.
Argue your point. I'm letting argue his point.
You can argue his point. Everybody already slide on Drake knob all the time, man. Fuck that nigga. You need to learn how to write his own raps before you include on any of my lists. Believe that, Jack.
Don't do drugs.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Yo, he was dreaming.
This nigga said, yeah.
He dropped it.
Let that shit go. Oh, shit.
It's that fast. Nigga, I just had a daydream.
I thought he was throwing
Feel it in
it.
the air.